You want to know what's going on here in the local Southern Oregon real estate market, not New York, LA, or Texas, right? It's current and local information that's going to help you make the best decisions about buying or selling in Southern Oregon or even moving to Southern Oregon. And that's exactly what you're going to get on this video right here and the rest of the videos on this channel. I'm going to answer some of the most important questions people have about real estate investing in this video, which is the ultimate guide to investing in Southern Oregon real estate. So get ready to learn the secrets of why the rich invest in real estate and why so many famous millionaire and billionaire investors make real estate a huge part of their portfolio. Okay, this is going to blow your mind. So let's do this. Hey, I'm Brian Simmons. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in Southern Oregon with eXp Realty, and I would love to hear from you. So please don't hesitate to drop a comment in the comment section down below or reach out to me directly. You can call or text me at 541-954-7758, or you can shoot me an email if you'd prefer and find my email address down in the description of this video. I know you're just dying to get into the ultimate guide of investing in Southern Oregon real estate, so let's go ahead and dive right in. And we're going to start by talking about why the rich invest in real estate. And there's a lot of data out there that shows that 90% of millionaires attribute their wealth in part to real estate holdings. Okay. And so if you do some Googling, you can find that sort of number all over the place, and it's pretty widely accepted. And I share it because it's just such a huge number. Okay, 90% is massive, right? I believe that data point came from a quote from Andrew Carnegie way back when in the late 1800s. And he said, 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. He continues to say more money has been made in real estate than in any and all industrial investments combined. And the wise young man or wage earner of today earns his money in real estate or invests his money in real estate. So Andrew Carnegie made his fortune in the steel industry in the late 1800s and early 1900s. So that quote's probably a bit outdated, and especially the part of, most millionaires making their money or more millionaires being made than all industrial investments combined. That probably isn't true today, but still, the whole premise is still true, right? A lot of people make money in real estate, and it makes sense, okay? Think about it. How many millionaires do you know, or just wealthy people, do you know who rent, right? Who don't own some form of real estate, okay? It's pretty minimal. So let's dive into why that is. Like, what do they know that we don't know, all right? The number one thing is real estate appreciation, all right? Real estate historically appreciates 6 to 8% annually in the United States, which provides a nice steady, long-term growth over time. And if you hold other investments like stocks, the consistency of the real estate market really helps to balance out the volatility of the other markets like the stock market, cryptocurrency market, high-end art, trading cards, classic cars, those sorts of things, okay? And the U.S. real estate market is just known as one of the most steady and consistent markets across the globe, and it attracts investors from everywhere for that reason. The second reason the rich invest in real estate is simply because of leverage, okay? Leverage from a mortgage allows you to control a much, much larger asset, with a relatively small amount of a down payment. So you could buy a $500,000 home with 3 to 5% down, or you can even buy it with 0% down if you and the property qualify for a USDA loan, which I'm happy to share more information with you about that. If you're curious, just shoot me a call or text or an email or whatever. Drop a comment down below. We'll figure that out. But here's what's so cool about leverage, okay? Let's say you spend between 0 and 5% as your down payment, but your return on the investment is based off of the value of the property, not the amount that you put down. So if the property appreciates by 7% in a year, and it's 7% of 500,000, okay, which is 35 grand. So in other words, you could have put 5% down, which is 25 grand, and made 35 grand because the house appreciated by 7%. That's the power of leverage. If you put that same 25 grand into the stock market and it returns 7%, you'd make $1,750. Okay, would you rather have $1,750 or 35 grand? That's why the rich invest in real estate. Reason number 3 is cash flow. Okay, if you invest in a rental property, you can generate regular monthly income from rents, right? And that happens whether the real estate market is going up or going down or staying even or whatever it is. Okay, so those rents, obviously help offset the cost of owning and maintaining the property. Okay, and you can actually generate a profit from that. So if you collect $2,000 a month in rent and you have a $1,500 a month mortgage, and then let's say another $200 in taxes and insurance and all that sort of stuff, you would be generating a $300 a month in cash flow. And that's a nice, stable, passive income, okay? And the more that you put as your down payment, then the lower your mortgage will be and the higher your cash flow will be. So that same house that you spent $500,000 on that just made you 35 grand in appreciation can also make you $300 a month or more in the cash flow. Okay. In this example, it made you another $3,600 a year on top of the 35 grand you already made through appreciation. So again, that's kind of like double dipping, and that's why the rich are investing in real estate. The fourth reason is just diversification. All right. And real estate generally has a low correlation with the stock market over time, meaning if the stock market crashes, it doesn't usually mean that the real estate market is going to do the same thing. There's been times where that's happened and times where it hasn't. Okay. But they're not generally correlated. Right. So being diversified is like investing 101. It would be foolish to put all of your eggs in one basket. And it could really end up hurting you if you're not diversified. So real estate is just a great way to, for the rich and for anybody to diversify your portfolio and generate, good returns on your investments, no matter what's going on in this market or that market. Another great reason that the rich love investing in real estate is house hacking. Okay. And if you've ever read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you would be familiar with this concept. And if you haven't read that book, you need to go find it. It's from Robert Kiyosaki. It is phenomenal. One of the absolute best books about personal finance and investing that's ever been written. So house hacking is essentially when you buy, let's say a multifamily home, like a duplex, you live out in one side of it and you rent out the other side. And this allows you to benefit from the appreciation of the asset while also having most of your housing costs covered by, the rent payments from the person renting out the other side. Another common way to do that is to buy a 3-bedroom home, let's say, and you rent out, 2 of the rooms to your buddies. And they essentially pay your mortgage for you. The next reason the rich love investing in real estate is the long-term benefits, right? Let's say you buy a house in your 20s or 30s, and you make all of your mortgage payments. By the time you're retirement age, you probably have that thing paid off. And if you have the house paid off, then you don't have a mortgage. And then if you rent it out, you have all of that rental income as cash flow. So rent it out for $2,500 a month, and you are making $2,500 a month less, taxes and insurance, right? And that's pretty cool. $2,500 a month is the same as having $1 million in the bank, making you paying you 3%, right? So that's pretty solid. Now here's the big one, all right? The seventh reason the rich love real estate investing is because of the tax benefits, right? I am not a CPA. This is not tax advice, but here's what I could tell you, okay? Real estate investors are eligible for tax deductions, all right? And I should say in most cases, right? There's probably somewhere you're not, but let's say that you are, okay? You're eligible for tax deductions on the investment you make into the property, like property taxes, mortgage insurance, operating expenses, those sorts of things. And those deductions can help you reduce your tax liability and overall increase your returns. And a lot of rich people spend a lot of money on a CPA, an accountant, who will advise them on the strategies here to save money, and oftentimes will pay for more than what the CPA charged them. So it's really a smart move to hire a good CPA to talk about, the tax benefits of investing in real estate. The last, but certainly not least reason why the rich invest in real estate is because it is a hedge against inflation, all right? So as inflation rises over the decades, and especially when we see, big inflation numbers like we had in 2021 and 2022, rents and home prices usually adjust upward as well to account for higher costs of living. So if you have, real estate investments, they should maintain and increase their purchasing power better than investments that are, in more vulnerable things to inflation, like bonds. So those are the main reasons why the rich love investing in real estate. But what about investing in the Southern Oregon real estate market? I did tell you that this is the ultimate guide to investing in Southern Oregon real estate. So let's talk about our market here. Is it one worth investing in? Well, supply and demand are what drives the real estate market. And in Southern Oregon, our supply has been low due to decades of a lack of development, and our demand has been high due to decades of an influx of people moving here from out of state, right? To enjoy a better climate or lower cost of living. Or abundance of recreational activities, whatever it is, right? The people are coming, and that leads to a strong demand. And you can see that very clearly here in the appreciation of the homes versus the national average. So from 2020 to the end of Q3 of 2023, The national average went up by 31%, the appreciation. Here locally, Jackson, Josephine counties went up by 38%. So based on that and the forecast for the population to continue to grow and the development to continue to be insufficient, I would say that the market here sure seems to be pretty favorable for investing, okay? And that's also only looking at single-family residential homes, right? There's loads of opportunities for investing in multifamilies, into apartments, into the commercial space, warehouse space, and on and on. So if you'd like to get on that wagon and get invested in the Southern Oregon real estate market, shoot me a call or a text at 541-954-7758, and I would be more than happy to help you figure out what the right move is there. So now I really want to share with you what is going on here locally in the Southern Oregon real estate market over the last week. So let's dive into the data on that. For Jackson, Josephine counties of Southern Oregon, single-family residential homes this morning, January 24th, Wednesday, we had 897 active single-family residential homes on the market. 76 came on the market new last week, 79 price changes, 29 came back on the market, 72 went pending, 50 closed, and 28 expired, withdrawn, or canceled. So I am expecting to see that inventory number drop over the next month or so because there's a lag time, 30 to 45 days between when a home shows up as pending and when it's closed, and that's the escrow period. So when we report on a big number on the pending side, like we did, 4 weeks ago or so, and every week since, it takes 4 to 6 weeks for that number to show up on the closed side, and the closed side is what takes it out of inventory when the home closes, right? So I do expect to see that inventory number drop, and I'll certainly keep my eye on that and keep you informed. So if you want to stay in the loop on that, go ahead and click that subscribe button and check out some of our other videos. So again, I'm Brian Simmons with eXp Realty, licensed real estate agent here in Southern Oregon, and I'd love to help you. So if there's anything I can do to help you learn, buy, or list real estate, go ahead and reach out. You can call or text me at 541-954-7758. Or if you want to email me, you can find my email address down in the description of this video. And it is never too soon to reach out. A year from now, if you're planning to buy, 2 years from now, whatever it is, reach out. Let's at least have a conversation about how to get you on the right track to owning real estate here in Southern Oregon. So thank you for watching. See you on the next video.